engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll throw them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I've bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I've chased the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. TV. ground ignite through the smoke and fire into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen and legends break through. Let foot TV feel the ground ignite through the smoke and fire into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies. Let foot TV feel the ground ignite through the smoke and fire into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. You let me wait for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. 11 doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Hawaii drive, that's what it's for. From the Sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pounding, the countdown scream. He's trapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight.
Welcome in, everyone, to another Leadfoot TV production. We are here live at virtual Phoenix International Raceway for what everyone is calling the Snowball Derby of the West. I'm your host, Tracy Brown, and at the other end of the virtual counter here, or studio, I've got my co-host, Colton Briner. Colton, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing really great, Tracy. Glad to be here tonight. Want to thank you for bringing me in. Really appreciate it. Something new here for me, joining with Leadfoot to announce here and jump into a different league, and we'll see how it goes tonight and have some fun.
Yes, sir, Reed. Just want to let everyone know I got a lot of construction going around the home studio here. So the internet connection isn't as good as what it needs to be or what it used to be. So anyway, we're already pacing around here. We're going to try to go through the starting grid real quick. We're going to have to be pretty quick. And first place on the pole, we got Larson Parker, Jordan Corrin to the outside. Then we got Joel Farlow, Travis Lapanis, Tristan Trantham, Rob Donson, Aiden Howard, Heath Rutherford, Brandon V's, and Landon A. Brown starting in 10th position on the 5th row.
Coming in 11th, we got Bryson D. Miller. 12th, we got Chris Golden. 13th, Cliff Mullins. 14th, Jacob Brown. 15th, Logan McNitt. 16th, Stephen Gary. 17th, Chris Norris. 18th, James Winkler. And rounding out your field in 19th, Bruce Pearson.
And we are underway as we get the green flag as presented by Leadfoot TV. We see the 18 of Larson Parker getting off to a strong lead already, pulling out to maybe a half second or so. But these guys, man.
I will say, Tracy.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me hear it, Cole.
I will say, Tracy, he definitely got a jump there on that start, so definitely a good run right off the green flag for the first lap of the race tonight.
Yes, absolutely, man. I got to give a good shout out to the drivers, man. We got a full field here tonight, and wow, a clean restart all the way through the field. Got a little bit of action. It's people running side by side, backwards towards the, or I guess mid-pack, we'll call it. Got a little bit of action going on up front. There's Landon Brown on the inside. Got a couple cars to his outside. I see we got Rob Donson out there running the high line through Phoenix. 86, Chris Golden. Taking the inside line, going to follow Landon down through the turns. So we enter into what I'm assuming to be turn 3. Colton, you got any experience with the heavy metal on Phoenix Raceway? This is my first time, man.
Yeah, these super late models, I honestly don't even own the car yet. It's my next purchase. I'm looking at an iRacing here. But definitely seeing late models on Phoenix is definitely different for me.
I didn't even know they had a setup for this thing. So Carter Krogan might have been the man to kind of put this thing together. I'm not real sure, but I tell you what, it looked pretty natural going around here, man. I got to give them credit. This looks like a good car for the track. Oh, as we see. We got a yellow flag sponsored by Jordan Corrin Racing, and that is going to be the 17 of Bryson Miller. And I'm not sure if we can see if we can't pick it up here. I'm going to try to. We entered in just a little too quick there. It looks like he might have got into the left rear of Chris Golden there. We'll slow it down here just a little bit, maybe even get a better view, perhaps. Oh man, I don't know what you think there, Colton. That just looks like to me that one was going down low, one coming high, and the next thing you know, they meet right in the middle.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Chris got that wall tag a little bit, getting him to drive down a little bit. The 17 of Miller there just getting a little bit of drive up, and like you said, meeting in the middle and just getting a little bumper car there. So racing incident, I would say.
Yeah, to your point, I did not notice Chris kind of scraping the wall there, but after looking at it again and after you pointed it out, I think Chris may have, like you said, kind of got into a wall a little bit, trying to get it off that magnet, probably working on it, trying to hold it there. trying to whip the wheel to get it off there, and at the same time, the 17's coming up and they meet in the middle, and it looks like Chris may be getting an EOL here. Yes, we got I'm showing Chris Golden and Rob Donson. Both I'm getting an EOL.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for the first caution, 7 laps in here to the 125 laps we got here tonight. You know, getting an EOL already, not good to start out in the race, but hey, all that matters is getting it back together, maybe taking a pit stop, getting things situated and sitting back and just making the way to the front.
Yes, we see Larson Parker here currently in first. Not 100% sure, but I think he actually was our pole sitter as well. Beautiful car there, by the way. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Man, that's a nice looking car there. But I tell you, Colton, you know, there aren't many 91s on the racetrack. And so I kind of have a soft spot for anyone who's running a 91. That happens to be the number that I run. Joel Farlow, sporting a 91. I wonder where he got that from. You know, Joel runs with us a lot over there at Leadfoot Racing League. But, man, that is a beautiful car, too. Some beautiful paint schemes tonight, man.
Oh, yeah, Tracy, that's one thing I enjoy coming in, watching these leagues, broadcasting. You definitely get a different variety of drivers out there with different paint schemes, and it really sets things off, and it really makes it like IRL racing, you know, in real life here, that you get to see different paint schemes. I know a lot of us in different leagues that I'm with, we change up our paint schemes every week. So, you know, it's definitely something different to see, and give a shout out to these guys for some awesome looking cars out there on the track.
Yeah, man, there's nothing that gets my heart racing like going to your local track and seeing new paint everywhere, not knowing what they've got underneath the hood or how good they are. You know, it's just, I don't know. Between that and Brendan Willard being the flag man, as we got another green flag sponsored by Leadfoot TV. In the 18th, Parker shoots out again as we got Farlow to his outside, going to go down to the inside lane. Got side-by-side action right behind them for third position. The 16th of Travis Lapanis and the 59 of Travis Trantham. Quadruple teams.
Yeah. Take a look there. You got Landon Brown trying to make some moves, coming to the inside, just waiting for that right moment, waiting for the 98, maybe to get a little bit of a hiccup there, trying to put the pressure on, falls back a little bit, but here he comes down to the inside again. He's going to try and make it work, pushes up a little bit, just not enough coming into that turn.
Yeah, Landon's, you know, he is my nephew, so I do have a soft spot for him as well. But the 16 of Travis Lapanis, I always call him, he's my favorite Canadian. So I'm glad to see he made the field tonight. But these are a couple of guys that are always going to be into it. They're not, I wouldn't say as aggressive as a lot of, well, about 50% of the field is. But, you know, they kind of take their time, don't really push the issue, and they always seem to find their way towards the front by the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. You know, with this being my first time here, you know, this is all new, kind of all new faces to me here tonight. So it's kind of hard for me to give any drivers some good feedback from what I know and everything. Apologize for that, but hey, maybe I'll be here more than tonight, and I'll get used to the faces and the names, and we'll get you put out there with me announcing in here. I know a couple faces here. As I see, we got Landon Brown, Bruce Pearson. I remember him. I believe he ran in a league with me. Chris Golden, Chris Norris, two great guys that I'm used to in FWM. Nice to see them here. Hopefully they have some good luck tonight.
Yeah, I see a lot of familiar faces around here personally. But I've also got a lot that I don't know of. The 34 is one of them, I don't think. Well, you know, I call him the Fonz. He's going to be running with us this year. He shows up as James Winkler. Oh, Trippy. That's his the word. Everybody calls him Trippy. Trippy Winkler. And a guy right in front of him, Stephen Gary in the 11. What a unique paint scheme that is, because I need a magnifying glass just to be able to see the numbers on the door there. But there's one thing for sure, stands out nice, sparkly going down the track there. That bright white all in the wheels and everything. But Colton, I just want to mention again, man. I mean, you know, we've got nearly 20 cars out here started this race, and I realize this is a 1 mile track, but these super late models are a handful, and these guys are really putting on a pretty good show, man. I think this kind of racing I like to see. You know, not a lot of extracurricular activities going on, a lot of bumper pushing and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Tracy. You know, these super late models, they got a lot more horsepower, different handling from the late model stocks, which is kind of what I'm used to. I will say I did drive one when they had the test demos out. They definitely are a different animal, a different breed compared to the late model stock. So, you know, with the power they have, the different handling, I mean, these guys are doing a great job at it. You know, they went double file in the restart, and then they just started singling out here. You know, the bigger the track, you end up getting single filed out and just kind of competing and battling for position with that inside lane till the outside lane comes in, gets rubbered up a little bit. So it's going to change things up, and I will say these guys are definitely putting on a good show here with these super late models.
They certainly are, man. Clicking off laps one right after the other. That was the number 60 of Logan McNitt. Looked like to me he came off the corner and maybe lost some rear grip and shot him right down to the infield. So luckily no one was there. He was able to gather it back up, get his senses about him, try to go back and find his rhythm again. So what do you say we take a look back up front here, see what's going on? According to my timing screen here, everybody's just nose to tail. Kind of it's a long race, you know, 125 laps equals 125 miles around here. You know, normally on the shorter tracks, half mile or such, you know, that would be half the distance. So these guys are, I think, are just going to kind of fall in line and kind of pace themselves. As we see someone, who is that on pit lane there I just saw? Is that Chris Norris? Yes, it is. Oh, Chris Norris coming in for a pit stop. I guess I'm not sure if this is planned or not. Only 20 laps in. But he may be working on a fuel mileage run here or something. And again, I do apologize. I thought I about got this cold whipped, but my symptoms are starting to show back up, of course. Now that I'm right behind the microphone. I do apologize for that. So you may hear me cough or sneeze or who knows what. Oh, as we've got a second caution. The Jordan Cohen Racing yellow flag just comes out. And I'm not exactly sure why. We'll take a look at this. I'm showing that Brandon V's is kind of having an issue. I'm not sure if he really wrecked or not. And he's in the 65 car. Oh, I would say that's an issue.
There it is.
That's an issue. Let's see if we can rewind this, see if we can figure out what's going on. We got Cliff Mullins running the outside line here. And I mean, everything seems to be going pretty good. Oh, man, the exact same thing that kind of happened to Chris Golden early on. Get into the wall, ricochet off. And unfortunately, Brandon V's was the only car there to sort of keep him from going to the infield. So I guess that rubber's starting to give up on those right rears. What do you think?
Yeah, it's looking like it's kind of one of those things of the right front tires might be wearing down a little bit. The right rear also wearing down. It could cause you getting tight, getting in the corner, and then getting loose off. Just grabbing that wall a little bit. And in these cars, I mean, when they grab that wall, they just want to go where they point. And, you know, that's what shot him down across the track and just catching up with the other car there and kind of tagging him. So unfortunate incident.
Yeah, I'm just typing out to my good buddy Sean Lamb there. How about that? So, Mr. Lamb, he just got introduced to iRacing a couple of months ago. He's joining in here. We'll have to bring him into the booth. He's a natural born broadcaster as well. I'm talking about you, referring to you. I'm not as natural, but Sean is. And, man, he'd make a great addition to our booth here tonight. Unfortunately, Sean, I don't have permission to kind of drag you into the booth, man. So you're just going to have to lay back and relax and watch the action with the rest of the viewers there. As we're gridding back up, getting 2x2. I tell you, that's a beautiful 18 car, man. Got to give a shout out to Larson Parker. I don't know who painted that, whether it was him or someone else, but man, that's a nice holiday car there.
Yeah, I will say, Tracy, some of these guys, even myself out here, you know, putting out them holiday schemes for the holidays. And with it being the Snowball Derby here on the West, you know, it's definitely a beautiful paint scheme out there. As I took a look at the trunk, I see it looks like Justin Brooks Designs on the back there. So that's one of the famous Justin Brooks paint schemes out there. Really nice.
Yep, you are correct. There we goes. Another green flag sponsored by Leadfoot TV. And again, Larson. Man, he just sends her off in there, is able to smoke the field for a couple of car lengths there. But now we've got a new player in action here. We've got Heath Rutherford in a 98 car. He's taking the inside line, and to his outside will be the 91 of Joel Farlow. Man, come on. Keep it together, guys. We still got 100 laps to go here. No need to push it right now. Oh, man. How about that? Heath gets a little love tap from Tristan Trantham.
Yeah, just getting a little bit of drive into the corner there, and just tagging a little bit on the back bumper, which is nice with the super late models here. As you can see, he kind of hit him square, so it didn't pick up the rear end and cause him to spin. So luckily that was a good catch that you seen. He ran it in there, but he backed off a little bit, so it was able to let Rutherford catch his rear end there and be able to keep the car straight.
Yeah, that worked out really well. So we're taking a look now at the number 3 of Jacob Brown, sponsored by Diecast Pro Shop. Kind of got a Bass Pro Shop scheme going on there, but he happens to be one of the members here at the GARS Racing League. And you'll see his little logo show up down in the bottom right-hand corner. Check him out, man, for all your diecast needs. I'm not sure if you paid for that, Jacob, but there you go. A little free advertising. And again, we kind of get stretched out nose to tail throughout the field. That's going to make these laps, even though we are on a 1 mile track, that's going to make these laps really tick off fast. Here's, you know, oh my God, we got one on fire in the pits. What the heck?
Yeah, that looks to be the 17 of Bryson Miller. Not looking like he had a good run there, getting in an accident. Looks like it tore off the front bumper, and you see he had engine problems as he had smoke coming out of the car.
Yeah, I think he got some rubber on the headers caught fire there or something, man. I think they had to extinguish it. His night may be done because we do not have any fast repairs in this particular race tonight. I just happened to notice in my haste, I misspelled the word cactus. It's Cactus up here right now. Let's see if we can't fix that. I apologize to everyone who's running and viewing. There we go.
Well, as I take a look at the chat here, Tracy, while you're making a fix there, I see we got NASCAR 07 fan. Hate I only made it 5 laps. Now I've got to hang out here with y'all, and it just blew up. So I'm going to say that's probably our driver here of Bryson Miller. Not having a good night tonight in this race here, only making it 5 laps. Got some damage and ended up blowing the engine.
Yeah, man, that is terrible. That is the drawback, and honestly, I'm not sure if it was his fault or not. I didn't really see where he got any kind of damage. You know, he obviously he received it somewhere, but it didn't show up here. You know, scoring monitor, cameras. But one thing that always made me feel better is if I did it to myself, then I got no one to blame. But if it was just a careless mistake on someone else's fault, man, that I'll find a hard time sleeping at night if that were the case.
Yeah, Tracy, being an iRacing driver here in different leagues and running the officials and everything, it's one thing when it comes down to your own fault. You know, you kind of just hang your head and you say, okay, I'll do better next time. Ooh, you see Chris Golden getting to the wall there?
Chris
getting a little squirrely, catching Bruce Pearson.
Yeah, it looks like to me that Chris got in the wall, checked up just a little bit, and Bruce Pearson had nowhere to go. But oh, I see. It was the 34. Got into Pearson, hooked him into Golden. Oh, wow. That was almost like a game of dominoes there, man.
Yeah, it's looking like the 34 kind of got up under Chris Golden and sending him down into Pearson and then collecting them to tag each other there and spin up towards the outside wall.
Oh, wow. Man. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And again, no fast repairs tonight. So that is going to be a lot of damage that's going to need to be replaced. So we take a look at Trippy Winkler here in the 34 Skull Bandit car. Hopefully he's got enough or doesn't have so much that he can't. Yeah, that doesn't look too aerodynamic to me. What do you think, Holden?
Yeah, definitely not. With these super late models, Tracy, these cars putting out all the power they got, they definitely need them aerodynamics, and I don't think that's going to be a good run for him here tonight.
I don't think so either, man. I don't think they brought enough duct tape on the tractor or in the trailer there to fix that bad boy. Wow. As we see right behind him, we got the 22. And that would be Bruce Pearson. Another beautiful paint scheme tonight. Coming in for a pit stop. I didn't see the car get jacked up, so he must just got filled up with gas. I could have missed it. And I am showing Mr. Chris Golden receiving a black flag. If I'm not mistaken, that may be his second one tonight. He might should have, instead of painting teeth up there, painted gums or something. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe he should have. I think our buddy Chris Golden here, I think, Chris, what you should have done was you should have put some bubble gum on the front end there, and maybe it would have held it together for you, giving you a better run, and maybe you would have stuck to the wall instead of flying down from the wall.
Yeah, exactly, man. And, you know, for him to be involved with two incidents and hitting the wall in both ones that we saw, I mean, his car actually looks pretty good. The nose is still intact, so you ought to be able to get some air over there and hold those front tires down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not taking too much damage there, but as we take a look back at the front of the field here, still got Larson Parker on the pole. Tristan Trantham in second place. I'm sorry for that. We have Jacob Brown in third, Landon Brown up to fourth, and Logan McNitt in your top five.
So here we go on getting ready to take lap 38 of 125. Here we go. We've got Larson Parker again. Let's see if anybody can hang with him on that restart. Oh, yeah. He spun his tires just a little bit, so the 59 of Tristan Trantham is able to stick with him a little bit better than the other guys were. Still nose to tail. Clean restart. Got a lot of side-by-side action going on here, though, with these. As the laps click down or click off and the tires start to lose grip, these restarts are going to get more and more hairy as we go.
Oh, yeah, as you can see, I'm looking at our live timing over here, Tracy. We have the top four still have not made a pit stop yet. So different pit strategies. So they might have to come in for a splash of fuel, maybe some tires, because they might be wearing down. As you can see, we got a good battle here. 3-car battle for the lead. These guys are definitely trying to put on the pressure to each other, make that attempt to get that pass in there, but they single file back out.
Yeah, it's making me wonder if maybe the way that Larson is driving this car is maybe abusing the tires a little bit more than the other guys. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever he's doing is working because he's out front. But he does have someone creeping up to his rear bumper, and Tristan Trantham in the 59 car. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what to think, honestly, with these cars out here on this particular track. I have no frame of reference to go from.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure, Tracy. So I agree with you that there, as I've been noticing here, taking a look at Larson Parker there from the inside camera, looking at his left front, he's really starting to turn the wheel a lot more. So his tires might be going away on him, overdriving that car a little bit just to stay out front and keep that lead. One other thing I paid attention to is with the setup. I didn't even know they had a setup for this track. I took a notice to the right side really sitting kind of high, so that's not something normal for these cars.
Yeah, let's see if we can't take a look inside Mr. Parker's car here, see what kind of view we can get. Unfortunately, I'm all over the dash here with the camera. Need to get some better guys to mount this thing a little bit further back so we can tell what's going on. But I can hear some tires scrubbing a little bit there. And I can go to a cockpit view, but I'm sure that's not going to work out too good. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. That gives us a good idea how much everyone's having, or how much Larson here is having to work the wheel anyway.
Yeah, and as you can see there, Tracy, for the viewers at home that don't know about iRacing here, you can see as he turns the car straight, his wheel is kind of to the right. So you can adjust, even in fixed setups, you can adjust your steering offset. Kind of helps the car handle a little bit better. So that might be helping him out there a little bit. But you can see the speed that these cars are pulling and how much he's just having to work the wheel there. So I'm going to say I think his tires are starting to go out. And he's going to be coming up on a pit stop here soon.
Well, I tell you, Colton, it does seem to be a pretty interesting combo here. This is something I might have to try out on my own. I like this car on this track. As right now, it looks like everyone's just kind of nose to tail all the way through the 11th position. And in 11th, we have Stephen Gary. He's got a little distance all the way around him. And then the next closest guy to him would be Chris Norris, the 56, who I am showing 4 laps down right now. So I'm not exactly sure what happened to Chris there. But anyway, he's still on the track. Car looks great. So I don't know. Maybe he's going to try to play and maybe try to win this thing on fuel mileage. Not sure.
Yeah, different things you could do. Try and plan out your pit strategy, not run the car as hard as we could see our buddy Chris Norris here. Taking the higher line through these turns, that's not a usual thing. Usually you want that inside line, but the outside line, you kind of run it in a little less and just let the car glide through the turn. And you won't tear up your equipment as much. So maybe he's hoping to get them 4 laps back and maybe make a challenge for the front of the pack.
Yeah, and we see Landon Brown here falling a little bit back behind our leaders. He's still one of the 5 cars. I'm not exactly sure. I'm showing Chris Golden not taking a pit stop yet, but I just saw him a while ago. So I know we got our top 3, and then Landon Brown have yet to make a pit stop. At least that's what the data is telling me.
Yeah, looking at the live timing, that's what I'm showing too here. As we can see, it's showing Chris Golden still in the pit.
Oh, he's still in there?
Yeah, he's still in the pit right now.
Oh!
He's 6.5 seconds in the pit lane, maybe serving a penalty for that black flag there. So very unfortunate for Chris Golden there.
Sure is, man. I would be daggone, and he happens to be as you will see coming up here shortly, he is partial sponsor of this race. Well, I tell you, if Larson Parker's having any trouble with his tires wearing out, it does look like the rest of the field is feeling the exact same thing. Because their pace is slowing down a bit too.
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed right now with Parker being out front there, holding that lead, putting on a little bit of a gap out front there as he's putting about a second on the second place car. He's got the fastest lap here so far. So whatever's going on in these cars, whether the tires are wearing out or whatever, these guys are definitely handling it well. And Parker up there just, wow, putting on a show, keeping that lead, not making a pit stop yet. But I'm sure it's coming up close to where these guys are going to need that pit stop. And it might be under green flag, but they might wait for the next caution if there is one.
I wonder, Colton, if they aren't trying to, maybe make it halfway or something. Maybe only try to do this thing with one pit stop. The only issue that I can see with that strategy is you may be forced to come in under green to take on fuel. And then if that unlucky yellow happens to drop at the wrong time, man, it will mess you up. Put you in the wrong position, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the chance you take sometimes here in iRacing. You have different pit strategies throughout the field. These guys out there, not taking, and there
Jacob
it is, our
Brown.
yellow flag.
Yes, Jacob Brown got into Tristan Trantham. I'm not placing blame. I'm just saying they made contact. We will see if we can't go back and perhaps take a look at that. And believe it or not, I'm not even getting an alert here on my scoring monitor, so I'm going to have to rewind this thing manually and see if we can figure out exactly what happened. As we're riding along here with number 3 of Jacob Brown, see them both entering into the corner. Ooh, it looks like Tristan was starting to arc it a little bit sooner than what Jacob was.
Yeah, kind of taking a look there. I kind of have a feeling he was trying to set up for the corner, might have just lifted out of the throttle a little bit as their tires are starting to wear out. And Jacob just wasn't ready for it and just kind of tagging that left rear a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It just looked like to me, I'm not 100% sure, but it just seemed like to me that the 3 car of Jacob Brown, I don't know if he was going to be able to make the corner or not. I'm up here in the booth, so what do I know?
Yeah, I agree with you there, Tracy. As we take a look, our leaders have come in to take a pit. So finally getting that splash of fuel, probably taking 4 tires, maybe 2. Unsure what these guys are planning out here. I'm not sure how the left side tires are wearing. I know sometimes once you get the left sides broke in, you want to leave them on there and just take right side so that way the car will handle better. And sometimes it does really, really work out in the end. But as we see, we had those top 4 guys finally come down pit road.
Yeah, and there's my favorite Canadian, Travis Lepanis. He's coming on in here for service. We'll see if we can't figure out exactly what he's got going on here. Now, I'm showing that, well, I'm trying to look at both of them, Travis and the pace truck. Looked like the lights were off. But Travis Lepanis here, he actually took the lead for about a half a lap. He's going to go on with left side tires. I wonder if he's going to go all the way around with all four. No, left side tires. Interesting strategy.
Yeah, definitely interesting. That's not something you usually see with especially late models. Your right sides take a beating more than the left side. So definitely interesting, and we'll have to see what happens with him in this race.
Yes, we got Joel Farlow, who's now going to be on the pole. Retake this green flag here. To get lined up. There's the hammer down, man. Oh, I don't know if that was a hammer. It looked like to me that the 91 of Joel might be was going to try to roll through and get a later start, but the 98 of Heath Rutherford decided to go ahead and hammer down himself on the outside. And he takes the lead going through the dog leg. I'm not sure if that's 1 and 2 or 1. Oh, man, and how about the daggone 18 of Larson Parker? Man, he wasted no time coming up through that field.
Yeah, for sure. As you could see at the restart, he was starting P3 for that green flag, and he just sat there and waited out his moment. As you see the 91 there, just falling back a little bit and giving some room, and there he takes it. Parker back to the lead.
Wow. So not quite halfway right now. I'm not sure if they have enough fuel or tires to be able to make it from here on out, but if that's any indication, it doesn't really matter when Larson pits. He's not going to have any trouble. It doesn't look like going back up through the field. But another clean restart, though. I still want to commend these guys. Man, this is some really good racing through here. So we see Landon Brown. He's looking to get under the inside of Joel Farlow. Couldn't quite make it stick. He's got the 11 of Stephen Gary to his outside right now. So they're going to be going side by side. This may be the opportunity for Joel to be able to pull a few seconds away. Landon really sends her on down in there on those new tires. Oh, man. Hey, excuse me. Coming through here.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
no.
Tracy.
Oh, man. Landon got into Joel. Well,
very unfortunate incident there.
Very, very, very. Oh, man, and this is not looking good for Joel. I'm showing he received a meatball flag. I got to find Joel's number because he's not actually scored as the 91. Okay, so I got him listed there. Let's see.
He is scored under the 88.
Yes. I'll let you take this one, Colton.
Yeah, I'm kind of unsure there if maybe we can get a front view of the car. See if maybe Joel came down a little bit, Landon came up, or if it was a different way around there. Kind of hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, let's see if we can take another look here. Scrapes the wall just a little bit. Oh, man, it just looks like to me that Landon was going to go up there and crowd him a little bit. And unfortunately, Joel just ran out of real estate.
Yeah, it was looking like Landon was just trying to make that pass there, and with Joel just scraping the wall, maybe steering off the wall a little bit, but to give Landon some room yet, and it just didn't work out, just catching them a little bit together.
Yeah, it's kind of strange the way these guys have gotten together. More times than not, appears to be down the straightaways, you know, coming off the corners and tagging the wall and getting into the corners.
Yeah, definitely. When you're fighting for the same real estate that's not up for sale coming into the corners, that creates a problem there. And then depending on how you drive out of the corner, it could wash you up. You could get a little bit of loose there. And the wall is just not your friend. Once you tag that wall, it just wants to send the car wherever the car is pointing. So it's one thing you got to pay attention to. And I know these drivers here, when they're hitting the wall there, they are trying to get a grip of it, trying to get it down there. And sometimes it just doesn't work out in their favor.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Colton. Well, pace lights just went off on the pace truck, or the lights just went off on the pace truck. So I want to get this in really quick, just show how close the points are here. We got Cliff Mullins, 173 points. 5 points behind him is Landon Brown. And then it looks like 4 points behind him is Joel Farlow. Those two, the second, third place guys in points, just got together. Carter tonight is working race control. So I guess he's not going to be in contention here. And then we got Stephen Gary and him, the Invisible 11 with 154 points. So, I mean, man, these top five here are within striking distance of one another. So just want to, and this is the last night for this particular series. So someone's going to be crowned a champion.
Yeah, just taking a look back there before we go green, Cliff Mullins up there with Landon Brown. So that's a battle, but Landon Brown right now kind of has the upper hand on that position.
Yeah, he sure does. And there we go with another Leadfoot TV green flag. And again, Larson sends it off down there, man. He's got these restarts figured out. Landon Brown looking to the inside, taking the low line. He's got the 60 car of Logan McNitt to his outside. And right behind him, we got Bruce Pearson and Travis Lapenas running side by side as well. And there is, I believe, our fifth or sixth place guy in points, Stephen Gary, in the 11 car. So, man, all the point leaders are kind of starting to gather up towards the front here. Something tells me we're going to be battling it out on these last few laps. See who's going to win this championship.
Yeah, I do want to say, Tracy, it's not looking too good right now for Landon Brown, unfortunately, as he went from third back to eighth. So maybe that last caution, the damage on his car, really not helping him out right now. So he's going to have to figure out how to get that car back in check and reel back in up to the leaders there. So that way he can keep this lead on Chris Mullins right now.
Chris Mullins. I'll let you take that back.
Okay, my bad. Cliff Mullins, I'm sorry.
That was this exact same call that our good buddy Emmett Crow, if he's watching. I mean, I'm not a huge basketball fan, but wasn't Chris Mullins a basketball player?
I'm honestly not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, where did Mullins come from then, man? We got Cliff Mullins. Maybe that's where it came from. Cliff.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about, because I seen back there in the point standings, Cliff Mullins up there with Landon Brown, and I think those guys are going to be the ones to battle for the championship here.
Okay. Yeah, our good buddy Emmett, he called out Cliff Mullins when there was no Mullins in the field. So we had to tease him. We'll still tease him tonight. Whoa, man,
Ooh.
look. Now, Landon and Chris Norris looked like they made a little bit of contact, but my goodness, man. Apparently, Chris has 0 tire. Oh, he doesn't. Chris just received a meatball flag. He just popped down his right front. I think it was just purely coincidental that him and Landon got together. As we see Chris, everybody else seems to be running nose to tail. We're going to keep the camera on Chris right now, see if he can make it back to pit road. It looks like he is. As we see Landon Brown trucking him right along there. I'm going to try to run this replay back real quick. Well, I'm going to have to go back further than that. See if we can see where or if. Let's take a look at Landon here. See if we can tell. Did the tire blow or did they make contact? No, no contact. All right. There we go. The tire just blew getting into turn 1 there. So I take back what I was thinking about my nephew. Oh, man. Oh, we need to go back there. Looked like to me Jacob Brown was getting ready to make a move on Landon. We're approaching lap 75, currently on 74. So there's getting ready to be 50 laps remaining. Landon's one of the few drivers who has only been into the pits one time. I sure hope he took right sides, because if he didn't, he may be in trouble here shortly. As you see him giving up positions left and right here.
Yeah, Tracy, I do. I don't know if you can, if you don't mind, to pull up them driver points right now. I'm taking a look at the chat. We have 2 Extreme 372 says so much for the championship. Yeah, he's the only one left of us. It's not because I'm wrecked out. He got it. So I'm thinking that's Cliff Mullins here as your point leader there coming into this race. But Landon Brown being able to finish it out, it's looking like Landon Brown probably taking the championship here tonight.
Oh, wow. I did not even notice that Cliff. Yeah, I'm showing him now 10 laps down. Oh, man. I didn't even see what had happened there. That is terrible. Oh, as we see the 56, Chris Norris. Well, that has
and his tires down.
Yes, that is a definite flat tire. At first,
But
I
I
thought
will give him credit, Tracy. He's got that car still rolling. He didn't bring out the caution. He's still trucking it. Oh, there it is.
There we go. He's mowing the lawn now. I really thought he had just, the rear end broke loose coming off the corner there. And he had gathered it back up, kept it between the walls. But,
yeah, for our good buddy Chris Norris here, I just want to make a joke with you. I don't think Phoenix needs your help mowing the grass. It looks pretty good down there. But
yeah,
we appreciate your help.
That's right. Yeah, it's all they can do to keep the grass alive, man. Come on, we're out in the middle of the desert.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Oh, look who it is. We conjured him up. Mr. Chris Mullins himself. Colton here just said that was making a remark about Chris Mullins making a move there. And you know immediately who I thought about, didn't you, Emmett?
Chris Mullins, yes, definitely.
Well, in Colton's defense, we do have a Mullins in the field tonight. Unfortunately, the 4-4 of Cliff Mullins has succumbed to damage or something. I'm not really sure why, but he's no longer in the field. One of our, I think he was the point leader tonight. So anyway,
yeah,
when Colton mentioned that name, I had all I had on my mind was Mr. Emmett Crow with the infamous call. So how you doing tonight, Emmett?
I'm doing just fine, Tracy and Colton. Glad to join y'all. I saw the broadcast, saw a little bit of it, watching a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to hop in there and see if these boys need help or anything. So here I am.
Hey, man. Well, sure. Bring us home, dude. I'm sitting over here trying to keep from coughing on the mic and sneezing on it. I'd rather cough than sneeze on it. But if you don't mind, I'm battling the tail end of a bad cold here. I thought I was going to be good to go, but still showing a few symptoms here. So, hey, man. Feel free.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't get your message until because I was on the other account. But yeah, I'm down. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming into here. Want to welcome y'all in. Glad my buddy Mr. Tracy Brown and Mr. Colton Bronner were able to bring some stuff. Colton, you want to catch me up on what's happened so far?
We're on our 6th caution of the night here. 45 laps to go out of, I believe it was 125. We got our leader here of Larson Parker just stomping the field, getting jumps on restarts here. pulling out, checking out from the field a little bit. We had a couple incidents involving some different cars here. Nothing too crazy, nothing really too bad, I don't want to say. But as we see here, just to update you, Cliff Mullins was the point leader coming into this race, as this is the final point night of this racing series they have here. And we have Cliff Mullins in the chat on the broadcast. He is out of the race, and Landon Brown sitting in second, so he's going to end up taking the championship here tonight.
Yeah, congratulations, to Landon Brown. If, not going to chance it, as the green flag sponsored by Leadfoot TV is underway, as we are coming to you live from Leadfoot TV.
I am here. I don't know if we lost Emmett here. So,
Emmett, I'm not sure if you're dealing with the same trouble that I am, man. We got a lot of construction going on, a lot of subdivisions going on. I think we got a lot more people draining. There we are. Okay, man. All right. There we go.
He's back.
Yeah, we're back on track. Here we go.
Yeah, back on track is Parker doing a great job. Colton, did I miss anything while I was down for some reason internet disconnected?
No, Emmett, while you were down there for a minute, still same racing out here. We got the field spread out, single file. Parker's still holding that lead, trying to keep that gap on Rutherford here. These guys just putting on a show with the single file racing here tonight at Phoenix. Oh, both of them. The top two into the wall, so closing up that gap there might be causing some lead change here.
Yeah, last time I did a GARS race, it was Heath Rutherford won the championship, but it was non-conventional, as he didn't finish across the line for quite a while after there was a big wreck in our own Leadfoot head honcho. One of the head honchos, Mr. Landon Brown, actually flipped over the pit wall.
Oh, geez.
Definitely, as you see right here, Tristan Trantham working on Landon Brown. Landon Brown looking good on the outside. And I like how it's the old Phoenix layout. The dog leg is not the start-finish line on this one. It's just a corner, and it just brings back so many memories of watching. Seems like Kevin Harvick dominated here a lot, back before the new configuration came out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, for sure. I'll tell you what, I'm a fan of the old layout here. Definitely love it. Definitely love the finish line being on the front stretch. That's in circle track racing, that's what I'm used to. I've watched NASCAR, and the new layout, it is pretty neat. It does change things up, but I'll swear by the old layout here.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really interesting to see how these late models have actually drove on this track. I don't think we get to see the late models on here, but we do see the ARCA and the ARCA East and the ARCA West cars run here. So a lot different, though, with these late models, but great looking run going right now for Mr. Parker.
Yeah, Emmett Parker's been stomping this field almost every lap led here. He took a late pit stop on a caution that came out. The top five here was out a crazy amount of laps, I do want to say, until they had a caution. They decided to all come in, but Parker started right back up in third place on the restart and just pulled it out to the lead, and he's just stomping the ground here.
Yeah, he's doing really good as we take a look right here. as Parker continuing to lead, and now he's separated. As Travis Lepanus has gotten around Heath Rutherford for second. Crazy story about Lepanus. Colton, we were doing a race. I was doing one with the great Mr. Wesley Allen, and the race got over, and somehow we got onto hockey, and Mr. Travis Lepanus dropped an F-bomb on the air, so that we were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So funny story. But Mr. Travis Lepanus, the
yes,
Canadian,
I remember
very,
that. He is very emotional about his hockey.
Yes, the seventh Jordan Corrin yellow flag is going to come out for the seventh time tonight with 34 to go. We'll have to get some time, see what's going on. But yes, definitely, I remember that.
Did we lose you again, Emmett?
I think Tracy, that
Oh,
was
there
like
he is.
one of the first ones that you had.
Yeah, it was actually, I wasn't doing any kind of broadcasting or anything, but I was producing, I think, because I remember you and Wesley being there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I didn't know how to, put in a bleep or cut it or whatnot. And I still don't, for that matter. Yeah. Yeah. He let the world know how he felt about, I think it was the Oilers, wasn't it? I can't remember now. But anyway, I don't really follow hockey. But yeah, it was hilarious. As we see Mr. Parker coming down pit road in the 18.
Yeah, taking a look here at pit road, we only got 2 cars staying out, one taking the wave around, getting back on the lead lap or getting a lap back here, as we got our leader of Parker coming in for a pit stop. And we got Lepanus staying out, taking the lead, not coming down pit road for that pit stop. Might have a different strategy here, as his last lap was on lap 63 coming in, so he's going to be on some older tires. These guys taking some fresher tires, going to try and stay up there, hopefully to take these next 32 laps caution free. These guys are probably going to try and put their final moves down here.
Yeah, Colton, I'm showing that the number 6 car of Logan McNitt has end of EOL, end of line penalty. And I'm not really sure why, because I didn't get any. I know we got a caution there, but I didn't get any kind of alert on my event screen here to kind of let me know what's going on. But I could be wrong. That car seems to be tracking kind of odd. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's just where the left front's sticking out beyond defender.
Yeah, definitely looking like some left front damage there to the left front bumper there. So not sure what happened there. As we take a look back, we're getting lined back up here. It looks to be like the pace car lights are off. We're going to get ready to go back green, as we got Lepanus leading the field to the restart zone. Parker on his outside. Bruce Pearson up to third in the 22 car. And we have the 59 at Trantham and your very own Landon Brown in your top 5.
Yeah, the green flag coming back out. Thank you, Colton, for that. I appreciate it, man. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but yeah, I mean, Larson Parker, another great restart, but Travis Lepanus is right there, along with Tristan Trantham, trying to get around Lepanus for the time being. But now it looks like Colton Rutherford's actually starting to slip a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. These guys just came in for a pit stop, so they're on cold tires here. The only one to stay out was Lepanus here. He was starting pole there, only one not to come down pit road, so he might end up falling off as these guys got some fresher tires and they get some heat buildup.
Yeah, that might be it. just like you were saying. It's crazy how these guys are doing. I mean, like you said, it's coming down, 29 laps to go in this race. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. Looking right here as Larson Parker continues to lead, followed by Tristan Trantham. Heath Rutherford now trying to work on Trantham as they go into turn number 4. Excuse me, turn number 3. Now into 4. And coming down the front stretch, Trantham able to hold on to the position just for the moment. As now Trantham is trying to work on coming up on your leader, Mr. Larson Parker. So out of nowhere, Colton, Tristan Trantham has come up here and he's battling for the lead.
Yeah, I will say, as you can see back there coming out of the corner, tagging the wall a little bit, set him back a little bit from Parker, giving Rutherford just a little bit more of a run on him to try and challenge for that position. But these guys singled out here, running in one lane. These guys are definitely, as you can, wow, Rutherford getting loose off the corner there. So maybe the tire's just not coming in yet. They got to give it a couple more laps, get some heat in there, and get them to grip.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. And like you were saying, you said they came in, and like I was blind there for a minute, so I didn't know what happened. But yeah, just going to give some time to build up that rubber and get that heat in those tires. But right now, I mean, Trantham he's right there. I think if we get another caution, Trantham might have something for Parker in these closing laps.
Yeah, these top 3 right here, Emmett, I will say they've been putting on a show tonight. They've been battling each other, staying up front and keeping within arm's reach. So I think as we wind down the laps here towards the end, it's definitely going to become a good battle for the end of this race.
You know what time it is, guys?
Emmett knows what time it is.
His internet falls out. I'll take it for him. It's time to dig. 25 to go. Presented by Golden Racing. Stay golden.
Time to do. Yep, Chris Golden, I'm showing, is actually several laps down, I believe, is what I'm showing.
Yeah, Chris Golden, 53 laps down tonight. Had a couple incidents catching the wall, got into a few mess-ups with some cars. Ended up getting a meatball flag after he blew a right front tire and impacted the wall. So unfortunately ending his night here.
Yeah, and while I was away, I just saw where Tristan Trantham was able to get around Larson Parker and take over the race lead. And guys, don't look now, but I think if that 59 car, how it's going to handle in this clean air, he might be able to pull away from Parker if we don't get a caution. Now, if we get a caution, I think Parker has the advantage because, like y'all said, he's been getting great launches off these restarts. But if this thing runs flag to flag, I think that Tristan Trantham might win this race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I see your point there. Definitely agreeing with you. As we see Rutherford putting on some pressure with Parker there, trying to challenge him, but just didn't have enough to take it yet as they come down the front stretch.
Yeah, and now we look right here as Rutherford just, like you said, putting the pressure on Parker, and it's going to be interesting to see how Parker's car handles the dirty air. We've seen him in clean air, but now he's in that dirty air. And it's going to be interesting to see how that 18 machine handles as Heath Rutherford rocking the Casey Kane channel lock throwback. I love it. Trying to get around a great looking shot of Mr. Rutherford, and he's got his hands full with that.
As we hear, we are sorry for the difficulties. Our buddy Emmett here having some connection issues.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and buy me a router and / modem for this room and hardwire it. But yeah, this is because this is like you said, sorry folks for the technical difficulties, but as the Jordan Corrin caution flag is going to come once out again. Okay. Oh man, hard contact into the wall. It's going to be the 3 car. Is that Lenny? Is that Lenny Brown? I believe
That is Jacob Brown.
Jacob Brown. Okay. No relation. Okay, so this is not part of the Brown family. Take a look right here. Oh man, hard contact into that wall. But it looks like, guys, he might have had a in the 3 Bass Pro Shop. That's a cool looking throwback wrap, it looks like. As we see right here. Oh, that's the Rocket City Trash Pandas on the front of Mr. Heath Rutherford's car. Okay, then. It wasn't a Channel Locks throwback. That is the Rocket City Trash Pandas. They are the LA Angels AA affiliate. I believe. This internet. Okay, I'm back, y'all.
Are you back to stay, Emmett?
I'm back to stay. It is going to be a miracle if we are able to keep these 16 laps.
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
One thing I wanted to say, Emmett, back to your point earlier, you said if there was a caution that you thought Larson Parker would have the advantage on the restart. You still feel that way?
Yeah, I still feel that way, Tracy. That's a good point. I'm just going off of what you and Cold were telling me, that he's getting these launches. And it'll be interesting, again, it'll be interesting seeing him from the outside trying to get that launch. But I believe, guys, he's been on the outside on every restart, hasn't he?
He's been on the inside and the outside. He's been pretty much everywhere. And yeah, I'll tell you what, these restarts, Parker just has a way to figure it out to get that jump and get back out to the lead. So I think this is going to be a pretty good battle between Trantham and Parker.
Yeah, I'm going to use Wiggles reference, inside, outside, upside down. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see right here. And yes, I just said I'm going to use a Wiggle reference, showing my age a little bit.
Well, Cliff Mullins in our chat here is saying, 16 going to win now if he has a set of tires. 16 being Travis Lapenas, my favorite Canadian. Just want to throw that out there.
Favorite Canadian.
Yes, he's my favorite Canadian. I'm not sure if... I don't know if he took tires or not, though. So this is going to be interesting to watch.
Here we go as Jacob Brown catches up to the field. There's the Leadfoot TV green flag back underway with 14 to go. And guys, I think I might have been a little bit correct, kind of give or take, as Tristan Trantham is still on that back bumper. But look at that. Larson Parker goes to the bottom and is able to clear Trantham. Colton, we got a good race going on with 14 to go. And the caution's going to come out. The caution flag, sponsored by Jordan Corrin Racing, comes out for the 9th time with 14 to go. Sorry to cut you off, Colton. I had to get that little tidbit in there.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Hey, this is my first night here, trying to do the best I can. So trying to learn everybody and get everything figured out here for this race. Hope to be back for some more. Yeah,
definitely. It's good to have you in here, man. We're getting, even though the Chooch and Mr. Tracy Brown. Oh my gosh! Jacob Brown just got into the back of that white car, driven by. I can't see the number on it. Does it? The 11, Stephen Gary. Well, Stephen Gary just got a shot right there. Let's see it again right here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I don't think that was netcode, boys.
Yeah, I'm agree with you with that. That looks like just all gas, no mercy. It might have been a different strategy coming into the corner where Gary said, "Hey, I need to check up," and Brown just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, but while we're showing Jacob Brown, I just want to add, if you are in any need of any diecast, make sure you go follow the Diecast Pro Shop on Twitter, on X, on Facebook, all social medias, I believe, and Mr. Jacob Brown will get you fixed up for your diecast needs. All right, so here we go, folks. We're going to have 12 laps to go. Will be probably 10 to go when we go green. Larson Parker is your leader, followed by Tristan Trantham, Heath Rutherford, Landon Brown, Travis Lepanis, Bruce Pearson, and Jacob Brown in 7th. 8th is going to be Logan McNitt. 9th is going to be Stephen Gary. 10th is our old buddy, Mr. Chris Norris. 11th is Cliff Mullins, not Chris Mullins. 12th is Joel Farlow. 13th is the Golden Boy, Mr. Chris Golden. 14th is James Winkler. 15th, Brandon Dees, Rob Donaldson. And 16th, Bryson D. Miller, the photographer. 18th is going to be Jordan Corrin. And 19th is Aiden Howard. All right, so here we go, folks. We're getting ready to go green. Colton, we're going to have 10 laps to go when we go green. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I'm kind of mixed up here with these two on the front row, Parker and Trantham, battling it out for the lead. We also got Landon Brown up there having a good run tonight. He's in contention for the championship of this series here. But also looking at the chat with them saying, well, the 16 gonna win now if he has a set of tires. So it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good battle between Landon Brown and Lepanis.
Okay. We're back now as we're back under green. Thank you, Colton, for covering. Sorry about that, folks. Once again, I have no idea what's going on. We will be looking to get a router very soon as Landon Brown is starting to drop. And along with Tristan Trantham, as Heath Rutherford is going to put that Rocket City Trash Pandas machine, the 98, into 2nd position. But guys, Landon Brown's racing for more than just a win.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get that championship there. And I'm not sure, I really don't remember looking back at the points, how far apart Lepanis and Brown was. But I definitely think it's going to come down to that Landon's going to have to finish in front of Lepanis to get this championship here.
I totally agree, Colton. And sorry, I thought I was about to drop again. But I can't believe this. You know, we've done so many broadcasts on the new PC setup. I did a GT3 race, didn't have any problems at all. And then tonight, for some reason, all heck just breaks loose. But anyways, yeah, like you were saying, I think that Landon Brown needs to finish in front of Lepanis in order to secure that championship as we hit 7 laps to go in this race. Meanwhile, Heath Rutherford and Tristan Trantham are really battling out, and that's going to allow Larson Parker to pull away just about a bit.
As you seen back there in the back of the pack, I seen a car come out from the bottom of the track. Not sure what was going on there. Parker just putting on that show again. He got that restart, jumped out to the front, putting on the gap. But Trantham, keeping him in arm's reach. Wow. He's not giving up. He's getting that run.
Yeah, Trantham went into full just woke up but still going to send it mode right there as he got a heck of a run on Larson Parker. And look at this, guys. Tristan Trantham all over the back bumper. He might have to use the chrome horn right here if it comes down to it.
Emmett, this might be the part where he says 5 laps to go. It's time to stop messing around, and we're going to put the show on, and we're going to go for it. Oh, he gets into
there he goes.
Parker.
There he goes right there, just like I said. Tristan Trantham gives Parker a little bump and run. And here comes Rutherford now as Trantham moves into the number 1 spot. What a move by Trantham. As here we go. Working now. 4 laps to go in this race. Tristan Trantham. There's going to be a heated temper. Tempers are going to flare. Oh, Heath Rutherford in the wall. Guys, I think Heath Rutherford might have a tire down.
Yeah, it's not looking good there as he's looking like he's running a little higher than usual. Looking like he's slowing down pretty good. So Parker might be coming back up and hopefully trying to get that run back to catch up to Trantham.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Grab your popcorn, grab the camera. If Larson Parker is able to get around Rutherford, I don't know if he's going to have enough time. I think.
Yeah, as Emmett was saying there, I don't think he's going to have enough time there.
Trantham for this lead.
No. I mean, you said, I don't think, and then you cut out. Tell us what you were thinking.
I was thinking that I think he's going to have a caution. He's going to give the bump and run to Heath Rutherford right here. But, guys, I think he's going to have to have a caution. But here we go, coming to the white flag this time by in the Cactus Classic 125. Parker does get around Rutherford. But, guys, I think it's a little bit too late unless we see a big mistake from Trantham.
Yeah, definitely not looking good for Parker to get back up there as he's a second behind Trantham. I don't think he's going to have what it takes as it's looking like he overdrove the car a little bit, used up the equipment,
into the grass.
Pushes Rutherford into the grass as we come into the final turns of this race here, coming to the checkered flag.
Coming to the checkered flag, it was the old-fashioned boot scoop boogie move from Tristan Trantham, but it's going to pay off as he wins the Cactus Classic 125 for the GARS. Second's going to be Larson Parker. Third's going to be Travis Lapenas. Fourth is going to be Heath Rutherford. And it looks like Landon Brown has won the championship. Not going to call it unofficially. I believe Landon Brown is your champion. And from flipping last in November on the final race over the pit wall, me and Tracy Brown have never seen anything like that. To now it looks like he might have claimed his championship. Congrats to that young man. What do you got to say, Colton? What a race.
Yeah, what a race. I'll tell you what, my first night here with this league, definitely some awesome racing to see here as they wanted to call this the Snowball Derby of the West. These guys definitely put on a show here, doing the best they could. Not having too many cars finish the race here, but with no fast repairs, some people had their night ended. And just want to give a good shout out and congratulations to Landon Brown, unofficially getting the championship.
Yeah, and it looks like, as
we have 2 cars giving us a smoke show
on him
for the viewers at
they're
home.
going to be celebrating this championship with the Brown family. Dual burnouts going on. Gotta love it. But once again, your champion, Mr. Landon Brown. And Tracy, I believe you're buying Mexican food tomorrow.
There's a good chance of it. Yeah, I think you might be right.
So now we're joined by our league owner, Mr. Carter Croggan.
Well, look.
What's up, man? How you doing?
How you guys doing? I apologize for the wreck fest from my drivers, but I'm glad we got a little bit of a fun finish there with the cars we had left.
Well, I just hopped in here with about 20 laps to go, so that was the most exciting 20 laps I've seen in a while. Definitely a lot of action, and you bring a lot of entertainment with this GARS tour, man. I mean, the last race we did was unbelievable, the championship race, and then tonight was even crazier. As actually, oh my gosh.
Crazy would definitely be a an understatement. I mean, we started with 19 cars, and I think we had 8 finish on the lead lap. So
Wow.
that was pretty bad. When we hit halfway point, I was like, "Are we gonna have enough cars to actually make this race?" So glad to see the good finish. Glad to see the win from Tristan. He's raced with us for a long time. Larson Parker ran with us quite a bit in season 1 and made some appearances in season 2 as well. And I think it was Lapenas in the 16. That's his first race with us, and he got third with tire strategy. That's a pretty good showing, all considered.
Yeah, Travis Lapenas, the Canadian. Looks like the only Canadian in the field, what I see. But, I mean, this really builds on – talk about what you got coming up, man, because the season is coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be rolling into season 3 next week on January 13th. That's going to be the Gen 4 Legacy ARCA car. We're going to start at Old Daytona and kind of run a mixed schedule, some old tracks, some tracks that are no longer with us. 13 race schedule, and it's all going to be right here on Leadfoot TV. So y'all get to watch over 25 cars registered so far, and I imagine we have more registrations coming after this race.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So make sure y'all tune in next Tuesday night as the GARS Tour will kick off their season with the Old Daytona. That's the legacy track, right? The 2008.
Yep, that is a Legacy Daytona, the 2008 version where it's bumpy, and because the bumps are so hard and one and two, it actually brings the top line in, so it actually creates some adversity. And I figure, well, if we're gonna have a wreck fest on a restricted plate race, let's make it the first race of the season, so nobody's feelings are hurt too bad.
All right, well, thanks again, Carter, and we'll see you next week, man.
Thank you. I got Tristan on the line over here. I do not, and Travis as well. If y'all want to do some driver interviews.
Yeah, definitely. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break and get everything situated, and then we'll definitely get into those interviews.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for doing this, and thank y'all for covering this show.
No problem. So we're going to step away, folks, just for a minute before we get everybody in here for your post-race coverage. Make sure y'all tune in, and we'll be right back right here on Leadfoot TV. Welcome back, folks, as we have just wrapped up the Cactus Classic for the GARS Tour. And now I'm going to throw it to our third place, to my co-broadcaster, Mr. Colton Briner, who's caught up with our third place finisher.
Yeah, down here on pit road, we have your third place finisher of the night in the Cactus Classic 125, Travis Lepanis. How was your race tonight?
If I overcame my own mistakes, I guess would be the best way to put it. I made an early pit road error, then got whatever speeding back, and then I'm like, I'm going to take my tires now. Too bad it was only lap 30. Then I started running out of tires. So, yeah, if that whole thing went all green at the end, I think it would been happening. But all those yellows kept coming out, so I had to take what I can get.
Yeah, definitely seeing you battling up through the field sometimes there, staying up front, catching some good air and getting a good run. And I think it definitely came down to pit strategy and the tire wear. But definitely a good run there. Want to congratulate you on the third place finish tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank out there?
Thank the whole JTD Motorsports team, Steel Graphics for doing the wrap and always supporting us. Hopefully Landon wins championship because he was on my JTD Xfinity team there last year. So hopefully he wraps up the championship. So yeah, everyone that participates helps out on JTD Motorsports, and you guys for always giving me an invite.
All right. Thank you for that. And congratulations on your third place finish tonight here at the Cactus Classic 125. And I will send the microphone back over to our buddy Emmett.
Thank you, Colton. And I'm standing here, folks, in victory lane with your race winner of the Cactus Classic 125. He used the boot scoop boogie to do it, Mr. Tristan Trantham. How does it feel, man, to be in victory lane?
Feels pretty good. Yeah, had to work for it for sure.
Talk about those last few laps. What was going through your mind? Y'all were going back and forth, you and Larson Parker, but you were able to get the advantage. And walk me through those last few laps.
Yeah, I think it was about 20 laps to go or something. I was finally able to get past him because he bounced off the wall. And then I was like, all right, we're home free. I'm just going to roll it to the finish. And then we got that caution. And then I lost 2 positions after those back-to-back cautions. So then I just had to play catch-up and then had to use the bumper a little bit to get past him because he was all over the road, I'd say.
Well, you didn't mean to wreck him. You just were trying to rattle his cage, as the great Mr. Intimidator would say. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even trying to bump him running there. He just he drifted up a lane and a half into me. So I just took what I got from him.
Well, how do you build on this after winning this race, building on going into the season next week at Daytona?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've won, so it does give me the confidence that I can win more races in the late model stock league that's about to start up. But yeah, I'm excited.
All right, and before we let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Just one, my brother, because he does all my paints for me. Cody, thank you. And that's it.
All right. Well, good luck next week. We'll see you at Daytona.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. That was your race winner. And right now, I believe we may have an announcement from our league owner, Mr. Carter Croggan.
After the end of the fifth race for Holiday Brawl for the Grand American Racing Series, we have a tie in the points, 206 points between Landon Brown and Cliff Mullins. They both have 1 win apiece, and the way how the bonus points are counted, those bonus points are already included. So we will be doing a manual review of each race in Holiday Brawl to determine who led the most laps. Most laps led is going to be the tiebreaker in this, and we do not have an answer at this time.
Wow, so a little bit of drama going on, folks. We do not have a champion yet, but we will get that champion announced. But right now, we're going to interview Mr. Landon Brown. Landon, man, talk about, you're in this position. Last championship in November at the championship race, you ended up flipping over the pit wall, but now you're sitting here, possibly could walk away with the championship. How does it feel, man?
Yeah, it feels really good to get the monkey off our back, or at least have a chance at getting him off our back. This was only my third super late model race ever, so I knew coming in here I had to give it all that I had. There was going to be uh, no just get up and go from the start. I was going to have to learn, but I was going to have to learn quick. And luckily, I had an amazing spotter team with me, thanks to Haley Moody and Sean Lamb up in the tower for keeping an eye out for me and kind of guiding me through the race. So I just can't thank them enough for that. And hopefully, the results come in sooner than later and for the champions.
Well, Uncle Tracy said that if the results come in, Mexican food is on him tomorrow. Colton Briner, do you have anything for Landon Brown?
Well, I just want to say, I know you personally from the other leagues that I'm with you in here. Good race tonight. I know you were battling back and forth, up front to the back, getting back up there, different pit stops. So hopefully you get to seal this deal. And if you do, I'll say congratulations now. And good job.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to apologize to Bruce Pearson too. There at the end, I knew I had to get fifth just to have a chance, and he had a good run on the outside. I kind of rubbed a little paint to try and kill his run on the outside, and Bruce has always raced me really good. But when you're in that situation, you kind of have to know what the points are, know what the situation is, and know what you got to do. So apologies to him, but unfortunately, that's just the way it happened. It's the way the cookie crumbled, and it would have happened to anybody else that was in that position with me.
All right. And I just want to add, whatever happens, how do you build on this going forward as the season starts next week at Daytona?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to be in the production booth for GARS this time, so it's going to be fun to watch. But however, with the way these cars handle, you really have to take care of them, and I think it's really going to help me out build some momentum for the late model series starting up at LFRL. So, just learning a lot. A lot of the guys that were in this race tonight are going to be racing in LFRL. So it's good to get that experience racing around them, especially in these types of cars where the track car combo is difficult. So it really puts everybody's skill to the test, and you kind of see who's got what and who can manage their stuff the best. So I think it'll be beneficial still.
And I believe Mr. Carter Croggham is buzzing in. We go live to Carter.
Yep. Great American Racing Series extends a huge thanks to Landon Brown. He has really helped get this league to where it is now, from allowing us co-promotion really early on when we were nothing, giving us regular social media exposure, allowing us to kind of almost share drivers. We got a lot of guys here who race with us, and a lot of guys who run over at LFRL. So Landon Brown may not be in the driver's seat for season 3, but he's still going to be having a major impact on how this league has become so successful with the car counts and the kind of racing that we've had. So, Landon, thank you. You're a great friend and ally to the Grand American Racing Series, and we would not be in this position without you. So, excellent runs tonight, and hopefully you get the championship once everything's tallied up.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man, and just want to make sure I thank Leadfoot TV, Triple B Racing, Haley Moody Racing. Haley Moody again for helping me out spotting Sean Lamb and Sean Lamb's Beach Jams. He was on the car tonight for the first time, so really glad to have him up in the tower as well. Of course, Eastern Technical Design and Tracy, he helps me out a ton, and maybe we'll be able to go get some Mexican food here soon.
Tracy, do you have anything to add, Tracy?
Yeah, I'm hungry already. Yes, I love Mexican. Absolutely. I don't need much for an excuse to go get some Mexican. So, yeah. Well, I tell you, I may need to wait for the official announcement to see whether or not Landon actually won the championship. If not, I may have to take Cliff out to eat Mexican. We'll have to wait on that.
Well, I will say, Tracy, Cliff is over here in the comments saying, "Oh, give me my trophy then." So who knows here?
Oh boy, this is going to be a nail biter. It's probably going to be a photo finish, coming down, analyzing all the statistics, and maybe we'll have an answer by Thursday. Maybe.
Well, why don't we get Mr. Cliff Mullins, if he's able, get him in here? There he is. Cliff, man, what is your take on this championship?
Oh man, I was hot there for a little bit. About midway through that race, I was mad as a hornet, but yeah, I didn't know that it was going to be that close that we were going to end up with a tie right there. And then both of us, of course, having a win. One of which I probably should have won if I'd run you a little bit harder, but I didn't. So I still owe you that one. And then coming into here, I really was just biding my time, and then all of a sudden, all heck breaks loose down there on the front straightaway, and I'm like, nowhere to go. And the 91 just come right back up into me and ended it for me. And I was like, well, that's done deal at that point. And I guess Landon probably had some damage from that, and it kind of hindered him a little bit, kept him from being I felt like he probably had a top 3 car right there at one point during that race. But yeah, it's a terrible race for me, but glad to at least have a shot at getting in the championship. And I think I don't know exactly how many laps you led this season. I think I might have a shot at it.
I can only think of Daytona. Daytona might be my only savior.
Playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, it might be, but that's got less laps in it because it's a bigger track.
Well, y'all are going to have like 2 politicians.
Well, we're actually just stalling so Carter can hurry up and count. Is what we're trying to do.
I've got a problem right now. I can't access the subsessions within Holiday Brawl for some reason. It won't let me in.
You need to.
yeah. I'm trying every single back trick I can think of. So I'm gonna come up with something here, and I'll definitely have the announcement by the end of the night once I can figure out this thing.
Well, five lap dash here at Phoenix. Then
I was about to say we'll go Piston Cup style. Y'all two in one race.
one on one. The only problem is I probably needed to be about a 35 lap race in order for me to have a shot at him, because I was really good on the long runs and he's really good on the short runs.
A standalone start, not a rolling start.
Well, Cliff, this is Tracy Brown, the producer here tonight. I just got one question for you. Do you like Mexican food?
I'm a taco fiend. I'll eat anything. I don't care.
There we go.
Fat.
Okay. All right. Rock and roll, man. So stay tuned, everyone. We'll have to see who wins championship, and there'll be a Mexican lunch in someone's future here to add to the trophy.
This just gotta forget the Cactus Classic trophy. Sorry, Tristan, but it's all about the Mexican food now, and whoever wins the championship, Tracy Brown is taken out to the local Mexican joint. I don't know if it's a taco joint, burrito joint, or what, but
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
Doesn't
We
matter.
call
I'm
that
getting
Mexico
tacos either
here.
way.
Who will come out on top for the Tex-Mex?
I got about 3 joints within about a mile from me. Like a couple blocks.
Well, I mean, you
know
do
what,
live
guys?
in Texas, so
Yeah.
you know.
You're right.
You know what,
there.
guys? I'm just going to hit the DoorDash and I'm going to beat you all to it.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
He
That's a
said
smart
Taco
idea.
Bell.
Goodness.
So
Well, folks.
officially, there's no announcement coming tonight. Is that what you're saying, Carter?
We have no announcement right now at this time. There will be a post within the Discord as well as on the Great American Instagram, of which Leadfoot will be tagged in on that final announcement. So apologies, having some technical problems here, and then hopefully we will get these figured out soon.
I think that
That's
adds to
coming
the
from-
drama, honestly.
This comes from the announcer who his internet dropped like almost every lap, and he was sitting there. Make sure, folks, that y'all go follow GARS. It's just GARS on Instagram, isn't it, Carter?
So it's GARS _iRacing _ league. That's where you can find us. Of course, everything on Leadfoot TV here, and I'm sure that we've had some very dedicated viewership, so we're appreciative of that, and we're just gonna stay pretty active here and keep this growing. So hopefully, I do not keep anyone on too much of a cliffhanger tonight. I will try to figure this out as soon as possible.
All right. Well, sounds like Carter's going to have to crank open the Red Bulls or pour him some coffee, working, trying to get the numbers right. But if you want to, as we go to our unofficial results, Tristan Trantham's going to be your winner, followed by Larson Parker in second. Third's going to be Travis LePayne is fourth. Heath Rutherford, fifth. Landon Brown in the 5 Machine, sixth. Bruce Pearson, seventh. Jacob Brown, eighth. Stephen Gary, ninth. Logan McNitt, and 10th. Chris Norris.
And 11th, we got Cliff Mullins in the 44 Machine. 12th, we have Joel Farlow. 13th, Chris Golden. 14th, James Winkler. 15th, Brandon Vees. 16th, Rob Donaton. 17th, Bryson Miller. 18th, Jordan Corin. And 19th, rounding out your field, Aiden Howard.
All right, so that's going to round out the field. Once again, make sure you go follow GARS on Instagram. It's going to be GARS _ Carter, can you repeat that one more time? I had it in my head and I lost it.
Okay, if y'all want to keep this live just a little bit, I might have just found a way to be able to access this.
Uh-oh. So we're going to keep the air open. Let's bring in some more
now this is turned into a podcast.
I apologize, my friends. So I just found a way to be able to enter the subsession ID and be able to actually manually pull it, even though it's not letting me click in via the typical league portal. So the first one, we have Landon with 7 laps led and Cliff with 10. So if y'all want to add those up, we're going into the next one.
I needed more than that.
And in our second race, which was Myrtle Beach, Landon led no laps, and Cliff also led no laps.
Riley showed up with that one.
Let's see here. So now we're moving on to the third race. One moment, please. Seasons and right here. Next race was the 1987 cars at Daytona.
Gonna be the one that hurts.
Landon led 24 laps, and Cliff led 5 laps. We'll go to number 4 as soon as it can pull up. Yep. Next race on schedule, which was the other week, was trucks at Southern National Motorsports Park. Let's see results and subsession. Landon led no laps. Cliff led 50. Cliff Mullins, you are the champion of the Holiday Brawl by leading 34 laps more than Landon Brown. Congratulations, buddy.
Woo, boy. I can feel a whole lot better about this race now.
Well, now, Cliff Mullins, now we got to speak to you. How does it feel about winning this championship, and how do you build on that going to Daytona next week?
Oh, man. In my iRacing career, I have lost probably 8 championships total, just full on going into the last race, whether it's playoffs, whether it's, season long, didn't matter. I've come second so many times to finally actually get, and I know it's an off season short thing, but to even have one championship on my resume now is a pretty big deal. And man, really, ever since I come over here, like, it has been just momentum moving forward, constantly just ramping it up. It's a great group of guys to race with. We keep it pretty clean for the most part, and it's pretty good to be able to race as close as we are and as hard as we race each other, and it still be very respectful for the most part. And yeah, I mean, the momentum, I mean, going into the legacy ARCA car, which I drive a lot better than the new ARCA car. I feel pretty good about it. I've got a few seasons under my belt with that car, so I feel pretty good about it. Just we'll see how it goes with some of the short tracks that it's on, because I think it's a handful there. All
right. Well, is there anyone you'd like to thank before we let you go and go celebrate this championship?
Yeah, I got to thank AC Racing Graphics, Adam Crozier, for all my paints and everything. We just did a number change this season, and I usually run 37. I ran 82 last season in a couple of leagues, and went throwback to myself and ran my old number with 44. So it's been bringing good luck so far, and changing up my luck a little bit because I've lost a lot of these things in the worst possible ways, and to actually be able to get them and having 44 on the side is pretty good too. Got to thank Pinnacle Trailer Sales, Midnight Performance, Curly's Guns and More in Danville, Virginia, C2X, all my teammates. Trying to get them to come over here and race with me over here and do this stuff, but it's pretty much a day of the week type deal right now. They're not able to bounce in here as much, but all those guys have helped me out a tremendous amount. Low Drag Esports, Carter for putting his thing on and having his league over here. He does a great job with his thing, and I might not agree with all of his calls, but he gets a majority of them right.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week in Daytona. Enjoy this celebration. Go eat some tacos.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys for broadcasting this thing, and you guys coming up and doing this thing with us next season with Landon and everybody. So I'm really glad to have all that.
Well, Cliff, producer Tracy here just got one quick question. Where do you live at there, buddy?
Danville, Virginia.
Danville. Okay. All right. Yeah, I might have
probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from you.
yeah. I might have to mail you a burrito. How about that?
No, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it any way I can.
Congratulations, Cliff. Fabulous job,
thank
man.
you, guys.
Really. Okay, back to the booth, guys. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, how about that, Colton Briner? We just had some late race drama. We were able to stay on the air for you folks to get that final announcement. Once again, after a tiebreaker with laps led, Cliff Mullins is going to be your champion. Colton, what's your take, man?
I'll tell you what, Emmett, my first night here with this tour and with Leadfoot TV, really appreciate everybody allowing me to come up in here and test my announcing skills. What a show tonight was for the whole race itself. And then coming down to the tiebreaker and it showing up in the laps led. Congratulations, Cliff, on that. Landon, you did a great job. Still want to congratulate you on the second place in the points there. So I want to thank everybody, and what a show.
Yes, and Landon, Tracy still said Mexican food on him tomorrow. All right, folks. So with that being said, for my co-announcer, Mr. Colton Briner, for everybody at the Great American Racing Series, and my producer, Mr. Tracy Brown, pushing all the buttons, making us sound good, making us look good, I'm Emmett Crow saying we'll see you next week for the season opener at Daytona. Good night, everybody.